the ponds, we've got areas of bad water, populations of fish dying. So if y'all were to come here, what were some things y'all can help with that? To like, you know, so when I finish teaching him, he can fish later.
Well, that's really, I mean, that's a really important question, and it's obviously it's a challenging question. I think there are several ways that a reserve can help in that capacity. Most of them have to do with trying to make sure that, one, for the monitoring network that is there, that we are keeping track of things. It's hard to deal with problems, to fix problems once they're already really, really bad. It's easier if you can be able to see that things are trending the wrong way and try reversing before you get there.
Right.
And then there's the education programs in terms of trying to educate people on what is happening, why we're seeing the situations, and try to understand how things might be able to change and move forward. You know, obviously the LANERR network is providing an infrastructure. It's not like it's got, you know, direct funding to basically change the way that the water is being delivered in itself. It is basically an Estuarine research reserve. It is trying to maintain what's there, be able to study it, be able to teach people about it, to be able to present opportunities. But in conjunction with the state and the priorities that exist within the Atchafalaya Basin and the task force that exists in here, I think there's the cooperation there to be able to provide information that may be able to then end up with decisions that are made. I don't know if that's, I don't know if Robert or Kristen, you wanted to add anything to that? It's really hard.
Well, I mean, that sounds good. Like, you know, just where the problem is known, I mean, that's the start. But right now, I mean, nobody knows, and we don't want to see the dead fish.
Yeah, no, I hear you completely. And I think that's, but part of what you said is that you're the only ones that know.
Right.
So trying to figure out ways that we can make people aware of what the situation is and educate folks about it are part of how you can end up making changes, even if the LANERR infrastructure itself is not set up to solve problems.
Correct.
It is, but it's being able to try to make people aware of it and bring people in those environments and try to figure out where it is are important places for the monitoring to take place that are part of that process. Is that fair, Kristen or Robert? Anything to add? Can't see them without like taking over the entire screen. So.
It's okay.
Okay.
Just monitoring, understanding how things are changing before they get to the point where it's really hard to fix. I think that's an excellent point.
I think one thing to add on to that is that the proposal for this project is not just the federal government, it's not just NOAA with the LANERR project, but it's also pulling together all the partners. They're doing a lot of the scientific research not only at CPRA, but at the major universities. And it's pulling all of that information into one general place where we have one informed standpoint to be able to make some of those potential future policy decisions. So this is just kind of the beginning of allowing all of these different efforts that are happening in various parts of state government and various local governments and putting all that information in one place where it can be analyzed kind of scientifically in an appropriate way.
Thank you.